Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today, I'm finally going to be making another positive video and talk about hated K-pop songs that I love. I wanted to make this because recently I've seen a lot of disdain for some of my favorite tracks ever, and I thought I'd do my part to at least try and defend them. Of course, it doesn't really matter whether or not you love or hate these songs, but at the end of the day, it's pretty fun to argue about music. Make sure to follow along in the comment section and share your own thoughts on all of the songs that I'll be talking about today. But before we get started, I wanted to thank our channel members Woo Twice Tees, Zhu Zhumin, OP and ITZY, and Sonorinth for supporting the channel. And if you want perks such as priority responses from me to your comments and access to our member exclusive Discord server, consider clicking the join button down below and becoming a member. Thank you all so much for watching, and without further ado, let's move right on into song number 1. I swear, when no one else was defending it, I was at Scientist's side from the start. Like, yes, Scientist is a bit more subdued and relaxed compared to most of Twice's title tracks, but that doesn't make it boring like everyone said it was. Since Scientist is pretty chilled out, I think this is easily one of their most easy to listen to title tracks, and its chorus is genuinely top tier. I know I've said it in a bunch of videos before that I've become pretty sick of retro music and K-pop, but Scientist doesn't feel like another one of those uninspired retro tracks because it leans pretty heavy into the deep house genre. It has really interesting bass lines which feel refreshing compared to the more common types of retro songs, and let's be real, Scientist has some of their best rap verses. They don't break the pace of the song, and they actually flow smoothly both in and out of the sections around it, and overall, Scientist is just a solid Twice title track. To me, Fireworks is a prime example of what Ateez's musical identity is, and it genuinely blows my mind that so many Ateez fans don't like this song. I've seen a lot of people say that they don't enjoy the amount of auto-tune in this track, specifically in the first couple of verses, which I mean, I do understand that. Personally though, I barely even recognized the auto-tune until I saw people really going in on it online, and compared to a lot of different songs from a lot of different groups, Fireworks' use of auto-tune isn't that extreme at all, and I mean, of course, I just enjoy the stylistic presence of it. Fireworks has such good energy in both its instrumental and its vocal lines, and it's literally one of the best noise music tracks I've ever heard in my entire life. I don't know, it's just a good song. Yeah, I'm tomboy. No, because weren't K-pop stans so evil for the amount of hate they gave Tomboy? People acted like Soyeon's rap verse was literally the worst thing they ever heard, and sure, it might be the weakest part of the song, but it didn't completely ruin it, come on now. Literally every single group has had some amazing songs with less than amazing rap verses. I could name at least 15 iconic songs with quote-unquote awful raps, and I fear that Tomboy just falls into that category where the rest of the song makes up for it. Tomboy has a top 5 bridge of 2022 so far, and the combination of the pre-chorus and the chorus is absolutely insane. Also, Tomboy in general is one of the most unique K-pop songs I've ever heard, so I guess I get it if people don't like it because it's so different from what most people are used to, but I just disagree and I think it's amazing. Alright, so I have to come clean and admit that I have fully converted from the biggest So What hater to an honest enjoyer of it. The thing about me is that if a song doesn't have a chorus that I like, then I'm just gonna pretend like the entire song is bad, and that's how I felt about So What at first. To be honest, I still think the chorus is one of the weakest sections, but nowadays I don't necessarily dislike it anymore. But really, when I listen to So What, I'm waiting for the pre-chorus and the bridge. So What has one of the best bridges in all of K-pop, like, whoa, they really proved that they can sing with that one. And I know a lot of Orbits don't like So What because it's so different from the rest of their earlier discography, and I thought that too for the longest time, but it was only until I dropped that sort of mindset as to what I wanted Loona's music to sound like that I realized even though this was a drastic concept change for Loona, So What is still pretty good. Do I think it's their best title track? No. But do I genuinely like it? Yeah, I do.
All I'm saying is, it's a banger. Period.
Okay, hear me out. First of all, I know XG is a Japanese group, but they are pretty well known in the K-pop scene since they perform on music shows and they also mostly promote in Korea, so I thought it would be fine to add them here. And second of all, I know Mascara is a very polarizing song, especially because of all the rapping in it, but I just want to say that even if you don't think it's good, you've got to admit Mascara is fun as hell. The beat is completely filthy in the best way possible, and something about that chorus just scratches that itch in my brain. I can't really say too much more because honestly, if I had to say what I objectively thought about Mascara as a song, I wouldn't be able to say that it's objectively good, but it's just so fun. And it's not some sort of crime to admit that you enjoy a song that you don't objectively think is great. If you enjoy it, and there's nothing you can do about it, so might as well just go along with it. How dare you all slander sneakers when it is easily a top 5 title track of the year so far. Yes, it has a JoJo Siwa beat and it's catered towards Gen Z, but who decided that that was a bad thing? Like, let's respect JoJo a little bit because she is kind of a legend. I've seen so many people say that sneakers is just icy if you bought it from Shein, and you can say that all you want, but one day we'll all realize that sneakers is actually better. I mean, I'm already there, but I'll give everyone else time to catch up. Not only is Funzy back, but Funzy is back and better than ever, easily beating out most of the songs that have come out this year and easily beating out most of their title tracks. Right now, it's literally my second favorite, second only to Dalla Dalla. I know some have said that the song is too all over the place and it just goes everywhere with no rhyme or reason, but for some reason it just all makes sense to me and none of the transitions from section to section actually caught me off guard. But maybe I'm just used to it from all the noise music I listen to. Anyways, Sneakers is a top 5 song of 2022 so far and a top 2 ITZY title track, and if you think that I'm wrong, you're the one who's wrong.
Scream, you scream, we all scream before ice cream, yeah.
It's crazy to me how I saw even MOAs calling this one of TXT's worst songs ever when I genuinely loved it from first listen, and I just had to watch everybody else dogging on one of my favorite B-sides from the year. Literally on like every single social media platform. Ice Cream is a little bit too catchy to me, and I need people to realize that autotune does not automatically make a song bad. Like, please. Out of TXT's entire discography, this has got to be at least a top 10 track to me, and even though it's simple in a fun and lighthearted way. I don't know, I just love this song. And that concludes this video. What did you all think of what I had to say? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Once again, thank you all for watching the video, and a big thank you to my channel members as well. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like or subscribing if you want to see more content from me, and I'll see you all in the next one. So without further ado, peace out guys.